morning. Students of class 8, I am going to start chemistry. Chapter Carbon and its compounds. Carbon is the most important element. Carbon is the most important element which forms large number of organic as well as inorganic compounds. These compounds, that is organic compounds, maybe carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, etc. Inorganic compounds, maybe carbonates, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, carbonic acid, etc. In this way, you have seen this carbon, which is the most important element, forms large number of organic compounds as well as inorganic compounds. Now, these different carbon compounds may occur in the form of food. First of all, you eat carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins. These are the compounds which contain carbon and they are the food materials. Now, some compounds, the carbon compounds may occur in the form of cloth. You wear cotton, silk, wool, nylon. All these contain carbon. These are the carbon compounds. Now, fuel, you use petrol, diesel, kerosene, CNG or LPG. All these are also carbon compounds which are used in the form of fuel. Next, plastics, polythene, PVC. PVC. Full form is polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride. You use polythene, PVC or polystyrene. In the same way, in the form of medicines, antibiotics, antipyretics, and antipyretics. Antibiotics already, I think you know, and antipyretics are the medicines which are used to bring down the fever. So some carbon compounds are used in the form of medicines, for example, antibiotics or antipyretics. So these are the different compounds which may be organic or inorganic. Now next, what is the position of carbon in periodic table? As I think you have heard the name of periodic table. What is periodic table? Periodic table is a chart which contains some vertical columns and some horizontal. Periodic table is a chart which contains some vertical columns and some horizontal columns. Now, vertical columns are known as groups, while horizontal columns are known as periods. Now, in this periodic table, the position, location of different known elements are shown. That is, you can say, periodic table is a chart which shows the position of different known elements. Now, what will be the position of carbon in this periodic table? How the position of any element can be decided in periodic table? Now, the group is decided by the number of valence electrons. You have studied about atomic structure now, and you know the electrons of any atom are found arranged in different orbits. Okay. Now, the outermost orbit, which may be second, third, fourth, the outermost orbit is known as valence orbit. valence carbon. And the number of electrons which are involved, which are included in this valence order are known as valence electron. Clear? Now, in case of carbon, the atomic number of carbon is 6, and this carbon atomic number 6 shows that there are 6 electrons. These 6 electrons are arranged in the manner 2, 4. It means in case of carbon, total number of orbits which are occupied is 2, and the number of orbits which are occupied by the electrons in any atom of one atom of element shows the period of that element in the periodic table. How many orbits are occupied? In this case, 2 orbits are occupied, so this carbon will go in the second period. This one is first period, second period, third period, fourth period, fifth period, in this way. So carbon will be kept in second period. Clear? Now where in first group, second group, third group, where it will be kept? But if we have decided that it will go in second group, why? Because 2 valence cells are occupied. Again, you see in the outermost orbit, in valence cells, how many electrons are there? 4 electrons. And the number of valence electrons, which are present in the outermost orbit, decide, that is, show the position, show the group number. So the group number will be 4, first, second, third, fourth. So it will come here. It means this one is the position of carbon. Fourth group and second period. Period is decided by the number of orbits which are occupied, and group is decided by the number of valence electrons. So the position of carbon in periodic table is group number 4 and period number 2. Clear? This is the position of carbon in periodic table. Now, next occurrence. Carbon occurs in free state as well as in combined state. In free state, carbon occurs in the form of diamond, in graphite, in the form of coal. On the other hand, in combined state, it occurs in the form of hydrocarbons, in the form of carbohydrates, in the form of vitamins, in the form of proteins, in the form of marbles, limestone, carbonates, dissolved carbon dioxide, atmospheric carbon dioxide. All these are the compounds in which carbon occurs in combined state. So you have studied carbon occurs in free state, for example, diamond, graphite, fullerene, coal, etc. On the other hand, it is also found in combined state. For example, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, or carbonic acid, or natural gas, or hydrocarbons. What are hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are the compounds which are made up of carbon and hydrogen only. Suppose this one is C2H6, it is the ethane. It is formed by the combination of only carbon and hydrogen. So we can say this compound is a hydrocarbon. So carbon is also found in combined state in carbohydrates. Now next property, next one term, important term for you in relation to examination is catenation. What is the term? Catenation. The term is, what is catenation? Now the property of carbon has the property, you can say carbon has the property to form large number of compounds. Carbon shows the property to form large number of compounds by forming long chains among its own atoms. Carbon has the property to form large number of compounds by forming long chains in among its own compound. And this property of carbon to form large number of compounds by forming long chains in its among its atoms is known as catenation. These long chains which are formed by the combination of atoms may be straight, may be branched, or may be straight, may be branched, or may be closed. For example, this one is C3H8. This is propane carbohydrate, and this is not hydrocarbon. And here you see carbon, carbon, carbon. This one is hydrogen, this one is hydrogen. This type of compound, yeah, you can say this one is the example of compound having long chain. What type of chain? Straight chain. Clear? On the other hand, the chain may be branched. I am giving one example, C4H10. This one is butane. In this butane, carbon, 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 carbon. Here, carbon, 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 and carbon. You see, in this case, the chain is not straight, chain is branching. Chain is branching. And such type of compound, yes, such type of chain is known as branches. We have studied the carbon shows the property of catenation, that is to form large number of compounds by forming long chains among them at its own atoms. These chains may be straight. First example I have given of propane. Second example, the chains may be branched. I am giving the example butane. Or it may be closed. The chains may be closed. For example, benzene C6H6. C6H6. You see. In this case, you see, large number of carbon atoms are combined to give rise to chain-like structure, but this chain-like structure is in the form of closed. So, catenation is the property which is shown by carbon, in which carbon forms large number of compounds by forming long chains among its own atoms, and this property makes the carbon able to form large number of compounds. Okay, thank you.